What is up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Unearthed here with your host, Indiana Combs. So today, I know I haven't been out a whole lot, and I haven't been out in the field, and that's just due to the horrible weather that we've had here in Indiana. And right now, I got probably about an inch or two of snow on the ground plus ice. So I just kind of wanted to go over some of the settings here that I have for the Equinox 800. I run the Equinox 800 with the 11-inch coil. You know, I got my dust cover on it. Pretty standard. No like real fancy upgrades. I do have a 15-inch coil, but I've never ran that. So today I was just going to go over some of the different settings and show you guys my user profile, and then we'll do a test with some of the different, you know, relics and coins and stuff that I have. So with that being said, you know, before we get started, like, subscribe, and comment. Let's get into it. All right, everybody, here's the Equinox 800. Like I said, I have the 11-inch coil on it here. I also have the 15-inch coil. So today I kind of want to go over some of the basic stuff. So we'll go ahead and we'll turn it on. Your power button's up here. I have the light on. As you guys can see, it's going to do a little swirl and then it should tone up. There it is right there. Okay, now this is your basic Field 2 setting that I have on the Equinox here. But to switch through your different settings, you just hit your little button over here. So there's the Beach 1, Beach 2, Gold 1, Gold 2, Park 1, Park 2, and then back to the Field 1 and then Field 2. Now, there's a ton of different settings that you can hook up for the Equinox here. So you just press the middle button here on your settings. Now this will this is like it zeroes out pretty much all the different sounds and stuff that you have around you. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit your accept and reject button, and it's going to go through a little cycle. So it's going to tone out all your surrounding, you know, if you're around electrical wires, electric fences, and things like that. So we'll go ahead and jump over, and then this is your ground balance. So then what you do is, if we were out in the field, and I know I'm in the house, but you're just going to hit your settings button again, and you're going to get this little ground balance button. And what you're going to do is you're going to hold your reject and accept button, and you're going to bounce it up and down until it becomes steady. So it's steady at 0. So okay, we'll leave it at that, and then we'll go ahead and we'll hit the settings button again. Now this is your volume control. I usually like to leave mine at about 25, but you can adjust with your down, your up button. It goes all the way up to 25, you know. So depending on if you're using it, you know, out in the field without your headphones or not. So here is how many, you know, frequencies and tones that it'll pick up. So you have a choice between 2, 5, and 50. I usually run mine on 5. So then get this set. Okay. So now this is how you set up for how far up that, you know, you want to put your machine if you want to hear something or if you don't want to hear something. So go up. So you can go up, and then you can hit your accept and reject, and it'll take that off. Up, up, up. And what that does, it cancels out. Now if you want to go back down, say if you want to pick up a signal that's a 4, you just hit that again and it puts it in right there for you. So go down, you know, whatever works, whatever you want. And then you have an all metal button. Well, if you want to get out of that, you just press this your pinpoint button, and it'll bring you back to how you already had it set up. So then there's your all metal, and it fills in everything for you there. So then if you press back off, it puts it back to how you had it set up. But I was going to show you guys my user profile, and this is just something, this is what I run on. I run on 5 kilohertz on Field 2, and like I just showed you how you can go and you can select what you want to hear and what you don't. So I'm gonna cancel some of these out. I was just kind of messing with it earlier. So this is usually how I run my machine right here, just in a basic kind of mode. So all right guys, well, with that being said, we'll leave it on my profile settings, and then we'll do some tests with some relics and stuff that I got, so you guys can see on how it picks up different things. All right, let's get into it. All right guys, as you can see here, I have a couple different things that I'm going to be using for this little test, and this thing's already chirping. It was probably better for me to do it outside, but I'm just going to do it in here just for the simple fact of how cold it is. But as you guys can see here, if you guys can see it, I have a wheat penny. We'll be testing these here in a little bit. I have a Indian head, a 1963 Indian head. I have a US large cent that was found in one of my videos. That was that 1847. I have a 1904 barber quarter that we're going to be testing. It's silver. And then a 1939 Washington that was also found in one of my episodes. So those are the coins that we're going to be using. Well, subtract the clad here that I have. So I have a modern day quarter, modern day penny, modern day dime, and a modern day nickel. Also, I have a ring, silver ring, silver thimble. These were also found on some of my hunts. And then, like I've said before, I find a lot of these. I'm not quite sure what they are, but it is a large piece of iron. So we're going to be using that for a test subject. Have a nail here. Be using that, a pull tab, a bottle cap, and just a larger piece of aluminum. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run these under the coil so you guys can kind of see how it picks up, and see what some of these read. These are just some of the different things, so let's get into it. Alright guys, so first up, what we're going to use the modern day monument. So let's see how this picks up. So that's about a constant 25 to a 26. That's on your modern day penny there, on your monument. Alright, let's hop on over to the dime. So it's the modern day dime that we're going to be using here. Let's see how this reads. It's about a constant 26 too. So these are two things that you're probably going to want to dig. Hop on over to the nickel now. Modern day. It's actually 2017. This is about a 13 or 14. Alright, now let's hop on over to the modern day quarter, the clad quarter here. A little bit of a higher tone. About a 29 to a 30. About a 29 to a 30 on there. Alright, now let's get into some silvers here real quick. So we'll go ahead and we'll try out the thimble. This will be a relic that you could come across when you're out in the field. About a 20 to a 21, so it almost reads just around the same as a a clad monument, or I'm sorry, a monument penny or the dime. So that's what that reads around. So you'll want to always dig those signals just in case, because that is silver. So you see how that picks up. Next we have a sterling silver ring, a wedding band here. So we'll get ready to try that out. Beautiful tone, beautiful tone. Absolutely beautiful. So that's about a 32 to a 31 on that. Now let's turn it. I want to turn it on its end like this and see if it reads a little different. It's about one tone up. So it went from a 31 to a 32, you know, on its flat like that, and then on the edge, you're reading about a 33 to a 34. Well, about 32 to a 33. So you'll want to definitely dig those, and you'll know when you hear that high tone to definitely, you know, get the shovel in the ground and get it ready. All right, guys, let's go ahead and we're gonna hop into a piece of junk aluminum that I got here. This was in one of the episodes. I thought it was a, I'm pretty sure that it did. It came off of a old mason jar. So we'll go ahead and we'll see what this reads. So that's about a 16. constant 16, about a 17, it kind of bounces, so that's some of your junk. Let's go to the pull tab next. That one bounces around between 15 and 17 on your pull tab. Bottle cap. Now I have high suspicion that this is gonna read pretty high like a coin, but we'll see here real quick. Oh yeah, that thing reads about the same as the ring. So here we'll do bottle cap, and then we'll do ring. So there's the bottle cap, and then here's the ring. Actually, the bottle cap reads a little higher on the setting that I have hooked up for my personal settings. So, all right, gotta be careful of those. Like I suspected, it read a little higher. So, all right, let's go on to the nail we have here. Wow, it's not one that picked that up at all. And it's probably because of the discrimination that I have on. So we'll go ahead and I'm gonna hit all metal mode here, and let's see what it picks up. So there's the all metal mode. Yeah, that's a negative reading. Very low tone. That's how that's like I said, that's my personal setting. That's how I have it set up. So, all right, let's get into this big ring. Let me shut off my all metal mode here. All right, now we're going to the big ring here, this big relic. Like I said, I don't know what they are. I find them all the time, but we'll go ahead and try that out. Yeah, big ring like that, it's throwing off almost as high signal as a silver ring. So maybe just the ring consistency itself that gives you those high readings. All right, guys, so there's just the start of this. Now we're gonna hop into the coins that I have. Now, this 1939 I found in one of my episodes out at that older farmhouse. This was my very first silver coin that I've ever found out in the field. So we'll go ahead and hopefully the staples on here don't mess with it too much. I don't think that it would, but we'll go ahead and give it a try. Yep, that's about the same reading I was getting out in the field with it. 30 to a 31, 32. All right, cool. All right, now we're gonna move on to the 1904 Barbara. All right, here we go. It's about a constant 31. All right, now we're gonna move on to the US large cent, the 1847 1-cent piece I found where I found that silver quarter. 32 to a 33 on that, and that's what I picked up in the field with it. That's why I ended up digging that. So I'm glad I did. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and jump over here, and we're gonna do the 1863 Indian head 1 cent. You guys can see that there. Reading a little lower. About a 17 to a 19 on the Indian head there. We're gonna go to the 1941 wheat penny here. This will be the last test. So it reads a pretty decent tone there. 24 to a 25 on that one. So, all right, guys. Well, you know, I just kind of wanted to go over this. Like I said, I've had some free time, so kind of wanted to show you guys some of the stuff that that this Equinox can pick up, and what to expect when you get out in the field. Like I said, it would be better if I did have this outside, but due to the fact of the cold weather, I kept this episode inside. So we might do another video like this live while we're out in the field. So, well, with that being said, I think it's going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. I hope everybody enjoyed that little tutorial that I gave over this. Like I said, once I get it out into the field, I'll kind of go over a little bit more, just so if you guys are looking to get a really good metal detector, you know, that you guys can check it out and see what else this thing can do. If you guys, you know, are subscribed, you guys have seen what what this thing is capable of pulling out of the ground, you know, once we're out in the field and everything. So it's still a learning process for me. This machine is highly complex, and I don't have it with me, but I actually do have two manuals over this machine. Just the manual that came with it, and then the guy that I actually got it off of actually printed out a whole nother packet that he took notes in and stuff that I've been taking notes in. So it's a learning process. I'm not going to learn this overnight. I mean, this machine is the best on the market right now. You know, I'm not gonna thump MineLab all that hard, you know, because there's guys out there that prefer Garrett over MineLab, and you know, we're all allowed to have our own opinions over machines and stuff. But being that this is my first professional machine from the bounty hunter that I did previously start with, this thing is leaps and bounds. So not only did this little tutorial kind of help me understand, you know, the different tones and stuff that it reads, but hopefully it helped somebody out there that was looking to get an Equinox, and maybe this kind of helped you on making your decision. But I do highly recommend it. I'm actually going to be ordering the 6-inch coil. I've heard that the 6-inch coil, you know, when you're in yards or fields or whatever, it kind of narrows down a smaller area for the coins and stuff, and it's more clear instead of the bigger coils that, you know, spread you out in a larger area. And then you know, you could have an iron piece here, an iron piece here, and then you have your silver or gold or whatever right in the middle, and it'll kind of bounce around. But with the smaller coil on it, it will pinpoint a little bit better. So guys, you know, with that being said, hopefully I'll be able to get out in the field here within the next couple weeks. We got Christmas coming up, so I want to go ahead and wish everybody happy holidays and happy new year. So, you know, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap things up on this note. And as always, like, subscribe, and comment. And happy hunting, and we'll see you again in another episode of Unearthed.